So Black Ops 2, I will admit, I'm not a big fan of Call of Duty. Not played it a lot. I've played World at War and Black Ops. Only 2 games, apart from this one. So I'm going to split this into 3 parts: campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. Just because they're not alike, really. So let's start off with the campaign. Half the campaign is absolutely boring. I did not find it interesting at all. I stopped playing it. I went over and I played zombies and multiplayer, and I was only like in the 2nd mission or something. I was so bored with it. So anyway, I eventually came back to it, and the other half was wow. That's all I can say. It was amazing. The story behind it was just brilliant. The fact that you got all of this fun stuff going around, you could fly jets and everything. It was complete chaos. That was why it was so much fun. However, they did do this thing. They switched from like the 1980s to 2025. It was so confusing. Oh, you would be doing this mission, and then all of a sudden it would move over to the future, and you're just like, what happened here? I don't get this. But one thing that they did have very well was the villain. The villain was amazing. I liked him. You could understand why he was so angry and everything. Why he wanted to get revenge. Why he wanted to do this. I absolutely loved that. The custom layouts was a new thing they done. Well, I don't know if it was completely new because I haven't played Modern Warfare 3, but for Black Ops 2, it worked quite well because you could bring future weapons into the past, past weapons into the future. You could go ripping up the war in the future with an AK-47, and you could go just destroying everyone with a future weapon in the past. Also, you had this thing called squad missions. Well, I don't know if it was called squad missions, but you could go around and you had like a certain mission. It was like multiplayer, and it was very well done. The only problem is your squad didn't do much. You ended up doing it yourself. So you'd go around and just killing everyone. The only time that your squad would actually be good is if you kind of decided to do something. I forgot exactly what I was saying. But also they done choices. Choices was really well done. The only thing is they didn't give you much choices. You couldn't do much, and you didn't really want to go through. However, there was one bit where this character gets captured. Okay, he's my favourite character in the entire game. He's like awesome. I'm not going to tell you it is because I'll probably get a spoiler or something like that. So I'm sitting there and I'm playing. I don't want him to die, so they gave you a choice where to let him live or shoot the guy who was gonna kill him. And I was like, no, don't kill him, don't kill him. Yeah, somehow it made me do that. That's actually my honest reaction. But I didn't want to repeat the story and see what everything else done. Okay, so let's move on to multiplayer. Multiplayer is awesome. It's just brilliant. I mean, I've never been a fan of multiplayer. I mean, World at War was boring. I just didn't like it at all. Black Ops was fun, but it wasn't the best part of it. It was just okay. But this one, it just completely destroys it. The maps are fun, they're entertaining. There's like points where you can jump, risk your life to jump from one area to another, and you might fall into the water or something. I've done that tons of times. So it's just fun, so much fun. The only thing that's wrong with it is the setup. You set up your matches. they pair you up with folk that are like level 50 and you're like level 3. And you get completely slaughtered. They're just killing you. I mean, you can't even get a single kill in. You end up becoming the worst player, or end up getting a final kill cam or something like that. But the thing is, these bunch of weapons are the ones that stand out. Pistols they are so much fun to use. They're brilliantly. So in fact, I use them in almost every game until I found the shotguns. Also, you had the combat knife, so you could run around and then they would die. Probably didn't explain that point. You could probably figure that out. So let's move on to the zombies. So let's start off with the fun things about it. They have this headshot mode, which is basically the original zombie stories. Zombies could only die from a headshot, or a shot in the head, or their brain getting destroyed, basically. And they done that. It was so fun. You could just fire tons of bullets at their chest, and they'd just keep on coming towards you, and you'd die unless you hit them on the head. And I was like, yeah. I mean, you even got these like electrical glove things, and you would punch them, and I'm punching them in the chest, and nothing's happening. You have to punch them in the head. That was kind of funny actually, because I spent forever punching them in the chest and running away. But I mean, also in the map Transit, there's lots, which Transit's the main map. There's lots of secrets and everything. You can go around, you can find the first ever zombie map in that map. You can go over and find like this little hideout that had World at War, and that was pretty cool. I will admit that was pretty cool. However, zombies is the weakest point in the game. I don't like the characters in it. The characters are just so annoying. I just don't like them. They had 4 amazing characters: Richtofen, Takio, Nikolai, and Dembski. Dempsey or something. I don't know why I got the name wrong. But them characters are amazing. They didn't like each other, which was the best part. They didn't like each other. They were put up together, and they would bring up tons of things to you. They would like say stuff to them and everything. It would be quite funny. It would be entertainment and everything, and they kept it. Also, this is just a minor thing. In World at War and Black Ops, they had a little cutscene at the start, and World at War was just basically a zombie running the war jet, and it came up next zombies. In not World at War, Black Ops, they had JFK whipping out a shotgun because zombies are invading the White House. Plus, you had what's his name, President Nixon before he was president. I couldn't remember his name. But also another thing, Sam is no longer in this game. For those of you who don't know who Sam is, it's this little girl about 8 or something, and she's like this creepy girl. It's creepy. I mean, you would there'd be like this box thing with random weapons, and you'd go, and then you would get like this thing in the box with him, and she would go, instead it's replaced by this guy called Richtofen. And this is what happens when you get the box moves. Yeah, it gets annoying. Another thing is the fog. Fog, absolutely annoying in this thing. The thing is, most of the secrets are in there. That's fine. That's quite a good place to hide them. But the fact is, you have the only way to transport really is a bus, and you can go through the fog. But I mean, you get like these little monkey things that attack you, and you're like, ah! Yeah, your character doesn't actually do that. But okay, let's just move on from that. It's just annoying. So let's go on with the ratings for most of the time. I'm gonna rate this game 3.5 out of 5. Yeah. If it wasn't for the multiplayer or the other half of the campaign, this would have probably got a 2. So Hope you enjoyed this review. Also, if there's anything you want us to review, email us at opstofilms1 at gmail.com. The things in the about us point. Also, I can't remember what I was going to say. Subscribe to us, and we'll give you some awesome